Hi, this is Nina Ski and Viagra Bob. Today, I'm finally going to get my oil change. I'm so excited over simple little things that we can do that will enhance my driving pleasure. So stay tuned and we will do an oil change on my 2015 Dodge Challenger. Now, I don't know too many women or men for that matter, who get so excited about an oil filter, a catch can, changing the oil, whatever I might do. So what makes me happy is awesome car parts, heavy lead foot, and the freedom to drive. Okay, I'm totally excited about doing my oil change today. I'm jacking it up. Being that I have a shaker on my car, we're going to have to take that portion off. What's super cool about the shaker, in addition to it just being a shaker, is that Dodge gives you this handy dandy little tool, and this is the tool that I'm going to need to pull off my shaker. I know there's just a couple of bolts in there that I have to pull off, and then the whole top comes off, so I'm excited. I need to change that filter. We washed it out. A shit ton of oil came out of it. It's a high quality filter, but definitely needs to be replaced. I just thought I would see what it would do by giving it a wash job. Not sufficient. All right, well, I got it on the head of the nut. You actually have to pull the rubber back just a tit in order to get your special Dodge tool out. Once again, I'm not a lefty, but I can make it work. And you want to take it most of the way off. You don't want to take it all the way off. I mean, you could, but then you get the nut stuck inside the magnetic part of this tool. So the rest you just have to do by hand, and once again, I'm one of those short people, but I too can make this work. First time I've taken my scoop off, so I'm kind of excited. Come on, baby. And even if I did drop the nut right there, I guess I could use the tool to pick it back up. But it just kind of really gets stuck in there with that magnet. And ta-da! And I'm just putting them right here in my cup holder. Got 3 of them off and 1 to go. I think it's pretty convenient they put these cup holders underneath the front of your car. So I think I've got 8 altogether throughout the car. There's some damage that my husband just discovered under my car, and it is pretty low. I think we measured it to be about 8 inches off the ground as far as from the bumper down. It's only 8 inches, so it's real easy to scrape on anything or go over speed bumps or deep driveways. I try to be careful, but I don't know how that happened. This is the plastic cover or shield that you need to take off. I suppose it was made to protect the underside of your vehicle, not just for the oil changes. Like I said, my car's pretty low. I actually damaged one of the heads, so we needed to use a crescent wrench to get that one off, and that must have been whenever I hit or drove over something, probably a speed bump. Now I have all 4 of my cap screws off, cap nuts, lifting up the shaker. Totally excited. Now once the shaker is completely off, it gives you access to the oil. Like I said, I'm short, darn it. Trying to reach that. This is the for the oil service opening, and that's the hole that forces the air into my shaker. Okay, got to take the cap off, so 1 click to the left, it's off. Gives you access to your oil so that you can fill it up. Now that almost all the oil is drained out, Just so you know, it takes about 7 quarts. We are going to go with the heavier weight oil because of that notorious HEMI Tic. Okay, the cap says 520 on it, and that's where you take it off so that you can fill up your oil. I have Mr. Wilson over here with his handy dandy hands. It's going to make my Viagra Bob really happy today, and me too. Like I said, we went to a different oil. Look how pretty that oil is. Nice and clean and thicker than I had. Now I figure since we have this cover the shield off, I might as well wash it and get all that extra weight off so that I can drive with the enhancements of my car. Tip 101, when getting on a creeper, put your hair up in a ponytail if you have hair like that. Otherwise it gets caught up on the wheels and it sucks. So that's my tip 101. Okay, Viagra Bob is back on the ground. The reason we needed to jack it up is because it is so low to the ground. About 8 inches, I think, is what I measured once upon a time. And it sucks to try to get under there. So when you jack it up, you're able to actually access different things underneath there. So we put 5 quarts in it initially. I started it to check for any leaks. And then we'll go ahead and add the other 2 quarts. To 1030 weight on the oil is because I'm going into summer. My HEMI Tic, as I'm sure all of you have heard on your own cars, is almost completely gone. So I'm excited to take a trip now. Okay, I got Mr. Wilson here. Decided to go ahead and put the cover on my shaker. And once again, it's just 4 little cap nuts that go on there. It's pretty exciting that they give you a special tool in order to get this guy off. And that tool happens to have a magnet on it. You always want to keep that tool in your glove box. Now you might be one to say that everything isn't going to fit in my glove box. I've got my tire gauge, as I showed you before, purchased at Racing Equipment. I've got my supplemental manual already up here. Small thing, tool, light, emergency light, everything. And then my bigger Dodge book I have in the bottom. And as you can see, it is not closing on me because I forgot my tool needs to go up here with the manual. And I like to keep my things in their original packaging. Yay team, that's what I want to see. 100% oil life. And the oil pressure is right where it's supposed to be. I am loving this because that gets me a little closer to the Diablo tune or something to that effect. I'm excited. Anyways, you want to always write your information in your owner's manual, which you keep in your glove box. Very important. The same as you want to keep your special tools in the glove box. In addition to that, since I'm a motorhead grandma, I have got my air pressure, I've got tools in my glove box, and then in my trunk I have tools, a cute little tool packet. Not many gals do that. Now when I come back here to my trunk, again, everything's pretty keyless. I just push my little special button, open it up, and I have a dirty trunk. But I wanted to just show you my little handy dandy toolbox that this lady likes to keep in her trunk, because I have actually been able to help people on the side of the road, and it would not seem that it would be a woman that would come to your savior. But anyway, there are a lot of various tools in this small box. It's pretty compact. It's a canvas bag. It's got your sockets and your screwdriver heads. It's got some black wire tape, little clamps for your whatever you need it for, batteries, your flashlight. I even have a pen in here. I amaze myself sometimes. What I don't have, my husband has, and I don't need to borrow his tools. Yay, Team Nina, we got some fresh oil now. That's my cold start, even though it doesn't need to be a cold start. I'm just saying that. Gotta turn that music off because I have 100% oil life. Yeah. I'm just moving my car so that the couple of drops that we dropped, we can clean up. Because you don't want to leave that in your driveway either. Oh, yeah. Okay, because I just changed my oil, I just wanted to point out that any of your garbage oil you do want to put back into an old container, an old jug, and you can recycle it at your local O'Reilly's, Napa Auto Parts, probably your sanitation district has a date that they will give you free recycling, so very important. And don't leave your oil outside. At least here in the mountains, we have a lot of animals that could die from this. A couple of little drips, a lot of ash. That's what we're using to soak it up. You could use grease sweep, kitty litter. In our case, as mountain folk, we use ash from our fireplace. No engine lights, no leakage. Great job. Super satisfied. Small things in life. Now, I know I mentioned that I got an oil change finally. Again, sitting in the passenger seat. And I'm not going anywhere because I'm the only one pretty much that drives my car occasionally. My husband might, out of the mileage that I have, he's possibly put 500 miles on it. Irrelevantly, as I've said before, I never put my stick into a gear when I'm parking. It's always in neutral. And I put my emergency brake on, of course. When I'm driving with it, I don't hold my hand on the knob when I'm between shifts, or as I'm driving, I don't just rest it there because that's bad for the shifter. I wanted to kind of point out another cute little thing. As I look over here on the door, there's a little emblem. I'm sure you can see. And I think it means no cocktails, and it's made for water. So the no cocktail one has the strike through it. I thought that was pretty funny. Finally, that job is done. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to Nina Ski's vlogs. Happy Sunday to y'all, and I'll see you on the next one. Out.